football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship. Taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Finds
to spot down the gut of the knee.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
And when offense slips the running back out of the backfield, nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Got him downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are subs where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. This time he's got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hudson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Grab near the marker, it's Burnett. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Going to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burnett. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Burnett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got room to work. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off. That's number 10.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. And the Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They've been, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's James. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Fafita. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. Looking to the big tight end. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Punt is in the air. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. They'll start this drive, 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They go to the ground. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's King. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the... That's a high ball. Look out, he's got room.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. Got enough space. Touchdown, Golden Bear. And that one will give him the lead.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's on target and complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sends it downfield. Touchdown, Cal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Arizona offense will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Burnett. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Fafita. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up fourth down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air on 1st down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Hudson. Jukes his way for more. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
No game, but you got to be creative, right? Once you get near the goal line, you got to try to get the ball in the perimeter as fast as you can. So many big bodies come in the game. You want to get the ball with some speed on the perimeter. You gave it a successful try, but the defense was ready for it. No dice. Good job by the defense being ready.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes the two-point try. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting aggressive here and going for two. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point, splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Here comes the heat. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were. They knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish.